Well, hello. I am glad that you decided to join us for another video in our OER series. I am Vivian Stewart, and of course, our starting place is our library's homepage, which is www.southwest.tn.edu/library. Now, we are only reviewing one resource today, which is bookmarked on our homepage. So as I scroll down under the headings of links, I am selecting Open Educational Resources. We will still be adding links to this page, but our resource today is under the heading of Search for Open Educational Resources, and we will be looking at OER Commons. This is a great site that has a lots of information. I believe it's over 50,000 resources are available for you to actually use, which does not only include textbooks, but there are other learning activities that can support a textbook and a course. So we will start off by taking a look at the home page, and then we will actually perform a couple of searches. Under the tab of Discover, you have an option to look at all of the resources, all of the collections, all of the providers. Under hubs, you will need to have an account in order to see all of the different hubs that have been set up. If you're interested in possibly joining a group, you will need to have an account, and you can see the featured groups or click to view all of the groups. Under our services, it may be helpful to review about OER Commons and also look at the Help Center. If you have been thinking about developing a resource and you would like to share it, this will be the place where you will come where it says Add OER. This will be the link for you to create an account or to just simply sign in. This is the main section to actually search for information. Once again, if you're thinking about developing an OER resource, this is an area for you to come, and there is a video that has been provided for you. If you would like to become a part of a group, work with other people that are in the same fields as you are, this is information about the groups. If you want to learn more about the different hubs, you could come to this area. And down at the bottom, there are videos that you can actually view. There are 3 that are featured here, but you could just simply click to see the other videos that are provided. And you have the ability to click on help and chat with somebody there. So as I scroll up, we are now ready to perform a search. So I am searching for information on geography. Let me correct my spelling. I'm so sorry. Okay, under subjects, we can or we don't have to select an option, but I will select physical science. Education level, I am selecting community college. There are no standards that I would like to attach to this, so I'm ready to search. So we added 2 filters, which brought our results list down to 78. You were able to change the number of results that appear on a page at one time. Currently, things are being sorted by relevance, but you can change that if you would like. And you can also change the view. Now we have 2 filters. We can deselect and take these off at any time if we wanted to. When you look at your results, what we actually have is a picture of the cover. You can see the restrictions when it comes to license listed up under here. And of course, we know that this first one represents that we need to acknowledge the author if we decide to use this. We cannot profit from this by making any money. We will be able to share this if we decide that we would like to make any changes. Now, with the second option, it says read the fine print, and this lets us know that this is copyright protected. So you just need to be careful when you're using this because fair use can be used, but still, as it says, read the fine print before you decide that this is something you want to adopt so that you will not be breaking any type of laws. The title of the item, of this first item, is Physical Geography. It has a 5-star rating. This is a little information about it, but it says that it was specifically designed for community college students. We can see the subject headings, material types. I have the author's name, and this is the date that it was actually added to this collection. I am selecting the title. So under the cover, I can see the number of times that someone has actually viewed or looked at this particular item. I see the number of times that someone has saved it so that they could come back to it later. I have the ability to view or save. I have the icon that will allow us to share this, especially if you're working in a group. If you have a Gmail account, you can sign in here. And I assume that report simply means that if you discover that something is outdated or information is incorrect, you can report that. I can see the description of this book along with the table of contents. Once again, I see my license restrictions. Media format says that this is an ebook format or text HTML. There are no standards aligned with this item. No one has evaluated it as of yet, which does not make it a bad item. It just means no one has decided to evaluate it. These are the tags that have been associated with it. And once again, you could click to chat with somebody if you run into any problems. We are now about to view this resource. And it says your resource was open in a new tab. So I am continuing on now. Okay, so evidently we have the full book here, or we have the different chapters if you just want to take advantage of certain chapters. So I would like to download the entire book. And it says that it has 295 pages. So using my scroll bar, I can easily scroll down to go from page to page, or I could use my navigational arrows. So the entire content of the book is here. This is your URL up at the very top. Closing this out. And now we're going back because we will perform another search. So what I would like to do now is take off my filters, which now gives me 587 results. Over to the left-hand side, we will add some filters again, but different ones this time. Under educational level, I am still selecting Community College Law Division. Under material type, I want you to see that I have an alphabetical listing of different types of materials. When it comes case studies, I can look for games, homework assignments, lecture notes, primary sources. There's an array of different things that are provided. But we just want to just deal with textbooks. Under media format, let me see what we have. We have downloadable docs, we have ebooks, ones that are set up for mobile use only. You can even select to just view videos only, but we won't select any of those. And where's my list at now? At 22. Okay, so we looked at the first book, so we will not look at that one this time. This one says unrestricted use, so that means that you can use this without any type of restrictions whatsoever. Whereas this one is a physical geography lab manual. And here's a description about it. It says conditional remix and share permitted. So you are able to make changes and then share those changes. So we will take a look at this one. There only have been 61 visits. 5 people have actually saved this for use later on. No one has evaluated it yet. So let's take a look at this lab manual. And we actually ran into a problem with it. So when this happens, what I suggest you do is just simply go back and just try it again. Because sometimes it could just be a browser issue. Okay, and see, this time it did load up for me. So let's just simply kind of scroll down to see what we have here. Okay, so as one file, we can view this at Google Docs, a Word document, or PDF document. And I assume that this is the entire lab manual that you can have use of. So these are our links. Pages are loading up, and there are 16 pages in lab number 7. And as I scroll down, there are graphics that are provided, and you could go through the entire 16 pages. Let's see what the wrap-up looks like. Okay, so if by chance you're looking for a manual, this seems to be a manual that you can actually use. So I am going back now. And just keep in mind that if by chance, you're looking for more than just textbooks, that you can, in most cases, you can filter by material type because you may want to look at a certain assessments that's provided. So this is OER Commons. I'm about to close this out. Going back to the library's homepage, as you can see from all of the various sources we have used, that there is a lots of information. So whenever you decide that you want to start researching, make sure that you have enough time to invest into just spending some time looking at the resource itself, making sure that you know how to navigate through it to get the best use, and then that you have time to evaluate the resources. I am about to stop sharing my screen at this point. So this brings us to the end of another video in this series. I hope that you've been able to follow along with me and that you will share this information with others. And I also hope that you will join me for the next video in this series. Thank you so much and have a great day.